Hey, great Thursday morning. Great Thursday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas. And Roma didn't wake up last night, this morning. Uh, uh, yes.
Creí que me hablabas.
Oh, ¿cómo está camisa?
Gracias. La dejo en la mano, Alicia.
It's a great, beautiful morning. Traje como listones para cambiar el árbol.
¿Ya puedo quitarlo?
No, el árbol no. O sea, dejar las esferas rojas y ponerle corazoncitos.
Ya se acabó la vida, ¿no?
Pero ahora es árbol de Día de San Valentín.
Emoción. Siempre soñé.
¿O quieres quitar el árbol?
Ya se acabó.
Nadie quita el árbol.
Ahí lo quieres dejar todo el año.
Se ve bonito.
Okay.
Pero dejar las esferas rojas y las esferas blancas. Y poner listón de corazones.
Okay.
Porque esta Rubí no tiene sentido de el fashion y de y de decoración. No me explico. Es que tenemos el árbol de Navidad todavía puesto en la oficina. Y es que yo decía, pues qué flojera estar cambiando el árbol de Navidad, quitándole, poniendo. Y aparte, Rudy, no tenemos espacio donde esconder las cosas. No hay espacio en esta oficina. Entonces, vamos a tener que guardar el árbol todo guardado. Mejor hay que se quede decoración. Y así poder seguir regalando dulces a cada vez que vienen los pequeños aquí a la oficina. Los caramelos y todo eso lo podemos dejar, ¿no?
Ok.
O sea, dejar todo menos lo que se vea muy Navidad, Navidad. I don't know. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Saludos, good morning. Yesterday was an interesting day. Let me tell you, one of the things that I think that is most troubling for me here in the city of Brownsville right now is how horrible traffic is. It's just terrible. And it's really, really on the bad side. And it's for some reason, it seems like they've shut off a lot of the streets and they're not doing any work out there. And I might be mistaken. I might just be missing the whole shebang. I just don't see them working anywhere out there. So I'm going to contact the city officials to see where we're at in regards to that. This morning, like I do every morning, I was up there at Walmart and that's when I went to buy the Valentine's decorations. International is a total mess. There's no control. I'm surprised there's no one out there. It really is horrible, uh, Gito. Let me tell you, it just doesn't make any sense. And that project on International supposedly is going to last 2 years. Can you imagine 2 years? And I spoke with the city commissioner on Tuesday, the only city commissioner that uh, has been open to dialogue. And I said, "Good morning, Nate. Good morning. Good morning." I said, "Look, it's a mess. Did they not take into account that there's so many schools running through International Boulevard or feed off of International Boulevard? Because you have Falk and uh, Cromac, Canales. Well, Canales is on International. Está Castañeda, Southmost, and International feeds to those schools, guys. So parents have to do, find other means to get to the school. One of the things that when I encountered it was when I got back from, I think it was from Rome, can't remember, but well, after one of my trips, and I saw that it was a mess. I think I can't remember where I was at. Anyway, so what happens, guys, is Papa likes to have breakfast. Good morning, good morning. And in front of Lopez, it's like at least some workers helping out during school when kids get out. It's a mess. And unfortunately, good morning, Chris. Love you, Papa. Hey, so what happens is, guys, you've got this street going. So I told the commissioner, I mean, did they not take into account that have all these schools. So what happens is now individuals have to find other ways to get in. When I got back from one of my trips and I saw it, and Papa still likes to eat at Brownsville Coffee Shop. I do not. And I've come to the point. One of the reasons, the only reasons why I would could still go to Brownsville Coffee Shop is because Papa está ferrado, que he wants to go there. He has to go there. He has to be going to the Brownsville Coffee Shop. And again, sometimes they have good food, sometimes they don't. Part of the problem with Coffee Shop right now is the inconsistency. A veces you'll get halfway decent tasting food, and then you order the same thing tomorrow, and it tastes totally different. You know, you ask for food to be prepared a certain way. Like I asked, you know what, give me the tortillas on the well done side, and they'll give me like one side crispy and the other side todo aguado. It doesn't work. And again, we've been going there for years. It's every morning, Monday through Friday. By now, they should have grasped onto the fact that we're there every day. I mean, it's not much science when you already know what the individuals are going to order. So, what's your favorite restaurant for breakfast in Brownsville? Stripes don't count. The cute tacos. That's kind of hard. For breakfast, I think right now, right now I like a lot of the niche places. Alcurnia now has brunch at 8 o'clock in the morning. I've been going to Roosters, but Roosters is a hit and miss. It's another one of these Brownsville coffee shops. And Hector, I'm still waiting for us to meet up at Amigas. I know, I know. But part of the problem with Amigas is de que te está acá metido acá para dentro de la Palm Boulevard. Or acá por está la policía, I think, something like that. And that's just an issue. I want something that's accessible. Like this morning, vine aquí a las Casuelitas Tres, which they have a decent. Casuelitas Tres has good food. Part of the problem with 911 coffee shop es que está hasta la mamá de Tarzán. Esa ya está en la, is it 511? It's just way too far for me. El Torito, El Torito has good breakfasts, the one on Price Road. Part of the problem with going to El Torito, it has to do with getting off on Price Road because there's a huge line of individuals trying to get off of Price Road at that time during the morning. So I would say my favorite restaurant to go to right now would be Morning Glory. Carolina's is también is delicious, but again, it's away. Oh, let me say this, guys. If you're on close to Boca Chica Boulevard, 511, yeah, that's what I thought. The best restaurant I've tasted is Doña Carmen's. If you're on this side of Boca Chica, Doña Carmen's, excelente. Nunca he ido a Doña Carmen's donde me han servido comida mala. El otro, que es una joya, is Boca Chica Cafe. That place is delicious. Uh, I stopped at Boca Chica Cafe when it first opened. I went again right before going to Rome. If we have Boca Chica Cafe, because we were waiting for it get closer to the time that we were going to fly out. Great food, great service, great people out there. 911 has 3 locations: downtown, 911, 802. Yeah, no las conozco. The only one I've known, rookie, shut up, Frankie. The only one I know is the one on, I think, 511. 911, 511, bruto, rookie, so. I told you go to the amigas. I know. Because it's like they do it half fast. That's part of the problem with Brownsville Coffee Shop. And what happens is, I think that Brownsville Coffee Shop, unless they talk to their staff, they let their staff know, guys, we're going to start losing people. I refuse to go to Brownsville Coffee Shop now. I'm not going. And it's such a shame because Papa is set in his old ways. He quieres ahí estar, ahí estar, ahí estar. And the only reason I would go was para acompañar a Papa and spend breakfast with him. I'm done. No, he can have breakfast by himself. I can't. I can't anymore. Because of the service, because of the inconsistency in regards to the food quality. I just can't anymore. But what the straw that broke the camel's back was that the damn construction. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to put myself through it. That is an accident. waiting to happen. And there already been several. And I was telling the commissioner, I mean, look, I've reported at least, guys, I've reported at least 10 flip overs from trucks that are coming from the port of Brownsville, coming from the port of Brownsville and trying to turn into Los Tomates Veterans Bridge. They flip over because of the speed that they're going. And again, take this into account. If they're going fast enough, if they're going that fast that they flip over, can you imagine? I mean, someone that is right next to them for some reason, they're going to get crushed, bro. I mean, you're talking about 18-wheeler trucks that have flipped over right there. And it's because of the traffic. It's horrible. If you're going to 511, guys, at night, 7 o'clock, it's a disaster, guys. A disaster. All those trucks going back and forth. And I'm not bitching about the trucks. Part of the problem is we were supposed to get a loop, a 511 loop that was supposed to alleviate that type of traffic. They've been promising that for years now. We've got nothing, guys. Nothing. So at the end of the day, it places you in danger, and it places individuals in danger. So again, I refuse to go down a street that I'm going to place myself in an ounce of harm's way. It's just not going to do it. I refuse. So crappy service, inconsistency of the food. Sorry, Papa, I'm not going to go out there and be patiently waiting in line. Plus, the other thing is, I rush most of the time to come back to do the show in the morning because right now it's the only show that I'm doing. I At night I'm planning to have a little bit of social life on my own, and I don't want to do it. So I have to come all the way back and do it. Yeah, I told you. Yes, I know. Let me get to Hola, cheese. Are you stealing my hot, sexy stripes taco lady again? No, you could keep that one. Where's this rooster? Roosters is where the dive used to be. That bar. Um, you know where Shoe Carnival is at? Party City, in that little area. They Let me tell you, they have some great barbacoa flautas. Delish. The problem is that their mimosas are starting to suck, and that's unfortunate. I think I went when they were having the Christmas mimosa, and it was amazing. It was good. And then I went again the next day or a couple of days later, and you know, it's just inconsistency with the food, not the food, the drinks. And for me, once you get it wrong on the drinks, it's not a good deal. Last night I went to Chilmoli downtown. Uh, Again, Chilmoli is a nice, swanky little type of restaurant. Food's great. The drinks are amazing. It's a little bit on the pricey side. But it's a once a month type of situation. It's a good little thing. The food is great. Service is okay. Uh, Yesterday, I think the individual that took care of us was struggling a little bit because I'm not exactly sure, but he was on the little struggling side. Was not as attentive as he should have been, and that's unfortunate. But it's still a great place. The food's amazing. It's a little bit on the pricey side. I think yesterday I spent like $170 just on two people on a meal. The pozole at Oak. Really? I've got to go try it. I've been to Oak a couple of times. Again, I went to Oak again for the drinks. The drinks are great. The food's okay. The service started to suck at Oak, and that's just unfortunate because there's so much potential in these places. But if you're going to have um, crappy service, not not going to go. Not going to care to go. Finas is always packed, but it's good. I think Finas has great caldo de res. Well, back to the topic. Brownsville is traffic. It's horrible. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. That's me. Have you heard anything about the two vehicle crash that happened in San Juan? I did not. San Juan's a little bit outside of my jurisdiction, but I do my best to try and cover a lot of stuff. Like yesterday, I did put up a post in regards to what's going on with San Benito and how they're getting screwed with the Performing Arts Center. And one of the reasons why I did that post was not so much to go out there and slam San Benito, but more than anything, it's to remind individuals it's to remind individuals, guys, we could have had a performing arts center right here in Brownsville, Texas. We should have. They stole, they pocketed 53 million of our dollars. Do not forget. Good morning, Ayana hermosa. Good morning. No te dejan salir de noche. Uh, let me say that uh, tonight, tonight is kind of a weird deal. Tonight, I will be going to Matamoros to do a blessing on a new establishment, a ribbon cutting, a new building. And again, I'm very, very proud that they've invited me to do that. We'll see what happens. It's interesting for me, and I appreciate that. This will be in Matamoros. So, see, what's salir in Matamoros? I have to be out there at 6:30. So I'm planning to get there at 6:30, get to know the place, probably stay in Matamoros for dinner, maybe even spend the night. Just depends on how long this inauguration of this the business lasts. Geez, good morning. Good morning. How fast can you get my girlfriend divorced and get me married? Uh, it just depends on what divorces are kind of on the weird side. I usually tell people if, and again, it's not legal advice, but if you and your individual, like I got called on Tuesday. Someone called me on Tuesday, said, "Hey, we got married on Saturday. We want to get divorced." It's like 3 days after they got married. I said, "Can we annul it?" I said, "Like, no, there's no such thing. You're going to have to get a full blown divorce." But in those cases, it's not as tedious. Uh, $25. It's not that tedious because um, they have nothing. There's no children. There's no property. So it's just let's go out there and get divorced. So I think if both individuals again and go do your own divorce. I don't do divorces just in case anyone out there is saying like Erasmo's doing divorces now. He's trying to take money from the attorneys. I don't do divorces when there's no property or anything. Go do it pro se by yourself. Do as much as you can by yourself. You don't need an attorney. It's just a lot of hassle having to go back and forth to the courthouse. Tenasca, we never got that. Cáiganle a Roosters. $5 off mimosa flights today. What? What do you mean flights today? Are they really having $5 off? How much are they? Are they that expensive? I don't even know how much I'm paying for a damn mimosa. My favorite restaurant is the Augusta in Matamoros. It's close to the border. No sé dónde queda ese, Chris. Let me know. I'll try it out. PUB, y'all getting jacked by taxes from all ends, and it's all funneled by corrupt politicians. 100%. Can you marry us here, here and at Matamoros? I can marry you anywhere you want. I can have a ceremony, and this is something that I think a lot of people don't understand. One of the things that some people are starting to do is they say, "Ah, we can marry you in a restaurant in a salon, and we don't have to get married on the bridge." Uh, Guys, if you're falling for that, anyone's out there falling for that, it's a big no-no. Guys, do not believe because if you got married by someone from the United States at a restaurant, at a salon that is not on the bridge, you're not really married. There is no authority. We have no authority uh, to marry individuals outside the limits of Cameron County of state of Texas. None whatsoever. Cameron County, state of Texas, United States, none. And even for individuals that are wanting to marry, you have to check with the different states because some states they vary on who can actually officiate a wedding or not. But if you are getting married in a salon and some other place, then you're not really getting married. You have to get married on Cameron County property, which is the bridge. Let me say this, guys. Uh, I perform ceremonies inside Mexico. I mean, I performed a ceremony in Puebla, but I performed the ceremony in Puebla because they were already married. It was just a ceremony, guys. It's the same thing that we do with individuals that want to get married. Es que me quiero casar acá en, like I married a couple in Cryptex. Beautiful place. Si alguien quiere casarse y buscar un lugar bonito, thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. I look for it in a bit. I think I heard the beat. Si alguien quiere un lugar bonito para casarse, déjame decirle, Cryptex, hermoso lugar. Y está cerca del puente. Hermoso. Tienen una torre, Eiffel Tower, and it's just very, very pretty. And they have a little saloncito. You go out there, get you married, guys. But I met them earlier in the day on the bridge, and that was the official wedding. Later on that night, had a ceremony, but because I didn't have anything other, we started a little bit on the later side. But because I didn't have anything other, I just said, screw it, don't have anything other, and I'll just do the wedding. So I did the wedding, and it was good. It was a good little wedding. Good ceremony. It's a difference. I'm done. I've been here 20 minutes, past my time. Guys, have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning to see what else is going on. To the lady, this happened this morning. I was walking into Walmart, and I do my best to walk out of these places and go out there and you too, Chris. Have a great day. God bless. Y a la familia de BISD es algo contra familiares porque if you're referring to the case, God bless you, to the case, El Thursday morning quickie, it's not quickie. We're going to talk a little bit more about the case that's going on. As soon as I'm actually listening to the board meeting right now. Guys, have a great day. Social media, face covering, hand sanitizer, still and all that crap. Uh, Not right now. Maybe a little. La tiene papá en su cartera. Not right now. Maybe in February we'll start up again. It's just, guys. See you tomorrow morning. Guys, be good to each other. Continue to be. God bless.